Senator Pouliot.
Thanks. Sounds like we're done with question period for now. First, I want to start at 30,000 foot level, which is that a lot of this bill, the genesis of it, is based on data, which we seem to have a lack of continuity, consistency with, even from Maine CDC. I appreciate the sponsor's desire to push this out in an effort to try to collect more information and make sure we're moving in the right direction. But I'm concerned that if we truly have a crisis, which demonstrates a need for us to pass legislation to help fix the crisis, and we don't have any consistency around the data that's being presented, how can we move forward with passing a bill that is really, in essence, a solution in search of a problem? We haven't been presented with concrete evidence around the number of individuals who would be affected by this bill. The numbers range from 2,000 to 10,000, plus the post-secondary population, which could be anywhere from 4,000 to 7,000 students. So I have a lot of concerns about creating a group of minorities by discriminating against kids and adults that are unvaccinated. Kids like Colin Aponte, who last year was the first student in the state of Maine to win the Maine Spelling Bee and the Maine Geography Bee. A kid who was celebrated by this body as an outstanding student, and now will be an outcast and a pariah if we pass this bill. I have concerns about creating a group of minorities who will be discriminated by this bill. What about the unvaccinated parents that go into the school system? I mean, we're not passing any legislation here that requires everybody in the state of Maine to get vaccinated. So how is this really going to help solve our problem? And finally, we heard from testimony here that herd immunity really exists between 92 and 95%. That was testimony of a supporter of this legislation, Lisa Tappert, who stated herd immunity is the protection conferred on a community by a level of community vaccination of 92 to 95%. She went on to say, when asked if we were all set because the vax rates in Maine were around 95%, that we are all set at this time. Honestly, we don't even have continuity from CDC about what our vaccination rates are. I can't in good conscience support legislation that doesn't even have with it the assurance that it will solve the problem that we believe exists in the state.